Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we are going to be finding out if these massive show truck, essentially SEMA builds, are able to make it through pretty much any of the obstacles out here on the Hollister Hills Top Truck Challenge map. Now, on the right, we have a GMC Denali HD, and on the left, we have a Ram 3500 single wheel. Now, both of these trucks have been heavily modified, but the tire size is pretty dang close, and so is the wheel size, because they're mostly wheel instead of mostly tire. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into both of these trucks and put them to the test. These things literally look like they just rolled off the SEMA show floor, and I could not be more excited to get these things into the rocks and into the mud. Let's fire up the GMC and take it to its first obstacle. Roars to life, let's go. All right, so the first obstacle I think we're gonna head to right off the bat, right out of the gate, is the timed mud pit. Now, I thought about going over to the frame twister, but I think we'll probably save that for at least after the mud pit. I don't know if it'll be last, but it will be definitely after the mud pit. Now, you guys know that a fast run through here is going to be under 10 seconds. Now, I don't think this thing is going to do that. I mean, look at the wheel to tire ratio on this truck. I mean, it's not a very high tire to wheel ratio, but let's see what it could do in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh boy, well, we're off to a much better start than I thought we'd be. Come on, come on, come on. Wow, the super long wheelbase makes it actually pretty dang balanced. Come on, and not bad. Bro, that deserves a rev. Dude, 12 seconds on our very first run ever is pretty astounding. Like, that is absolutely ridiculously astounding in terms of, like, how fast that run was. Let's see if the Dodge can get even remotely close to that. Let's fire this thing up. Man, that chrome is not about to be that shiny for very long. That chrome is, let's just say it won't be shiny chrome for much longer. Yep, let's go. I know it says tunnel this way, but it's more like mud pit this way. All right, well, we've got 12 seconds to shoot for in terms of a mud pit run. Let's see what it can do in 3, 2, 1, full send, come on. Oh my God, all right. Already off to a sketchy start. Easy. Oh, wow, this one's definitely a lot more rollover prone. Okay, I'm gonna have to recover this one and give it a secondary run. I'm gonna be really careful, because I'll tell you, it was just like, it was over and done with on that previous run so fast. Don't you? Nope. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, it keeps flopping. Easy. Wow, I'm just trying to find some grip. Grip is at a absolute premium right now, and it does not want to be found. Dude, you have to literally, like, keep this thing going in a straight line, otherwise it will not continue. Now, again, in order to get the lift I wanted, okay, there it is, 34 seconds. Not bad at all, but that, like, 12-second run that the GMC put down, that was blistering. Absolutely blisteringly fast. Now, next obstacle on the list, let's see. No, not delete trailers. All right, let's get into this thing again. We'll fire it up, and we'll encourage the Dodge to follow us. Hopefully it doesn't hit us, because they have programmed a little bit of braking into, like, the truck that you're leading around, but it doesn't always work very well. Now, if we go to the right, there's some more obstacles up that way that can be really, really entertaining, but I want to see, really, okay. Yep, you've smashed into me. Good thing I have, oh my God, good thing I have dev tools, because that truck was just wedged against the back of mine. It was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just push against your truck, and that's gonna be that. Now, the frame twister, I feel like both of these trucks might have some issues in the frame twister, not only because of, like, what they are and what they're, you know, what they were built for, but they've got some good points for it and some bad points for it. The good points that they have are the fact that, like, yes, they are both going to be very flexible, and they have a long wheelbase, so that could either help us or hurt us. But let's find out and go. 1 minute, huh? I don't know where it got that 1 minute time from, but we're definitely going to wind up with a little bit of body damage once we're through this one. Well, maybe not yet. Easy. I'm surprised our rocker panel isn't crushed already because we don't have anything for rock sliders. They're just kind of like, the rocker panels are just kind of hanging out. All right, come on. Bro, the tuning on this thing, though, is next level. Oh, if you get the wheel speed going too fast, though, you will start sinking in the mud, so it's probably best to avoid that. Easing her through. Wow, that's really good, though. Oh, my God, it stayed on top of the logs perfectly, and 39 seconds. 39 seconds is a really good run. Again, this thing is absolutely impressing the crap out of me. All right, let me go ahead and give you a quick repair and shut it down. Now, let's move over to the good old Dodge, and let's just make sure, first off, that it's all repaired and good to go. How much lower is it if we put it on the low mode? I mean, it's a good bit lower. Like, I'm gonna need the lower center of gravity, but at the same time, that's a good bit lower. Let's go. Let's see if we can beat that 39-second run. Hopefully, the fact that we can lower it down is gonna help me not high center it, or sorry, not even high center it, but hopefully the fact that we can lower it down is gonna help it from flipping over everywhere. I am really shocked that we don't have a bunch of body damage already. Come on. Let's go. Oh, it's starting to spin there. Let me put it back into automatic mode because that's the only way we're gonna pick our speed back up because it's just gonna sit there and spin if we leave it in high. It is doing a much better job of staying on its wheels, though, in low mode on the suspension. And I'm going to try that trick that worked really well with the GMC last time. Oh, no. Wow, all it tried to do on that one was just flip me over. All right, hang on. We're going to have to try that again. There it is. There it is, just bouncing it up over the logs. And 50. Wow. All right, good bit slower on that one. Still made it, though. Like, make no mistake, both of these trucks are tremendously impressive. The fact that they've been getting through all of this and doing it this well is really, really incredible in my book. All right, let's get this thing hitched up, and we're gonna make our way down to the chute. Now, the chute, you guys know, I mean, if your truck doesn't have an amazing approach angle, you're not gonna do well on the chute. The chute is not gonna be your friend. And I'm not so sure that either one of these has the world's best approach angle. Now, it's better than some vehicles, but it's certainly not the best. I'm actually thinking that the Dodge might do better on this one because of the fact that the bumper is just a tiny little bit more tucked away. But that all depends. Like, I'm so back and forth on whether or not I'm going to be right on that. Like, I don't necessarily feel like that's a call I can just make and stick with. So let me make my way up and over this little hill. And I'm going to drop the GMC off right there. Now I'm going to turn around and get in position. So this guy should be good to go. Coal chute challenge discovered. I'm thinking high mode on the suspension is going to be the right place to stay. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Off to a good start. I've hit a couple of cones, but I'm not really too worried about that. So long as we don't flip over, that's the biggest thing. Now, the coal chute really is a hardcore obstacle. I mean, this was designed to test rigs to their absolute limits and also designed to not be apologetic in any way, shape, or form about getting your truck stuck. Now, the amount of lift this thing has is really helping it out because it's allowing the wheels and tires to stretch down to the ground, even in some of these huge crevices, while the truck can just lumber over everything. And by the way, this long wheelbase is really helping us out as well, but the GMC has a long wheelbase as well, so that's not, you know, this thing is not necessarily going to just win on long wheelbase alone. Can you work your way up on top of the block? You kind of can. Yep, there we go. That was a little sketchy, but we were still able to kind of ease our way through everything. Whoa! All right. Easy. Let me pull that around, and then now we should be all right. There you go. Just the slightest winch pull. The ever so slightest winch pull. And then now we're going to dip the front end or not. Back down off the side, I think. Maybe. All right, here we go. She's good. She's good. Low plus. Yeah, low plus is the way to go through here. If you're not in low plus, you're going to be in automatic, and automatic is not going to be your friend through here. I mean, this thing is still, like, I mean, it's starting to get very unhappy. It's starting to get a lot of body damage. But for this part, let's put it into automatic mode, and then see if we can kick it into high going up the actual chute itself. And boom! 135. That's a pretty good time. All right, so 135 is going to be the time set by the Dodge. I'm pretty happy with that. before we shut this thing down, let's go ahead and give it a quick repair. And then now it's time to hop into the 2020 Denali to see if this absolute bus can make its way through the course without, can make its way through the course in a decent amount of time without getting completely and utterly destroyed. What do we think, y'all? I think this thing's still got a pretty good chance at doing a good job. All right, 135, best time. 3, 2, 1, send it. I'm literally starting off in low plus because I feel like that's going to be the best place to be. Chase kit on the suspension really going to work. Absolutely just flexing out like crazy over the first couple of rocks. It's all about keeping the momentum up. As long as you don't stop, you're in a really good place. Slightly different line through here past the broken pipe, but I think it's going to help us in the long run. Uh-oh. That ain't going to help us in the long run. Come on. There we go. We were able to drive our way out of it, though, without a winch, so that's good. A lot of suspension articulation through this section. All right, making my way up. These trucks have very similar wheelbases, so they work in similar ways in the way that, like, you know, which lines work well for them. But this thing, man, it's so composed. Made slightly shorter work of that section than the Dodge did, which is interesting to me. I figured that this would have more trouble right there because it's not quite as tall. You know, the Dodge does have a little bit more suspension lift on this thing. Easy. Got the bumper caught a little bit, but not anywhere near as much as I thought we would. I mean, I thought that that was going to really beach us. Uh-oh. Come on, find your way. There it is. Still haven't used a winch even one time, which is pretty dang good. I'm impressed. Lumbering your way through. Ooh, that was so close. All right. Auto and into high, feathering it. There you go, 131! 4 seconds faster, but make no mistake, those were both very, very, very close runs. Like, extremely close. And since we're already in the GMC, and we're also close to this other objective, I'm gonna have the Dodge follow me real quick, because the tow test is right around the corner. And the tow test being a tow test, I'm very excited to see what... Really? All right, well, we're just gonna leave you there then. We'll come back for you later. I'll drive you out of there when I'm ready for the tow test. I love the fact that we have this really well set up access road that goes along the side of the obstacle so we can just easily cruise on out of there. All right, let's back this thing up, get it turned around. Let's see if this Duramax can get that power into the ground. All right, what's a decent run here? Minute 15, I think we can beat that, and go. Oh God, I'm going backwards. Come on. Second, high range. Oh, let's go. Oh my God, dude, let's go. I'm not lifting. If I lift, I am doomed. Holy smokes, I'm wheeling. I am wheeling through 17 seconds. I'm impressed with that. 17 seconds. That is one heck of a run. And the trash can just, yeah, absolutely, like, fell over. It kablooied itself. All right, let me get this thing back down the... Oh, I see. I see. It's out of fuel, because that's the only way that they would be able to set it up in a fair way. All right, well, that makes sense when you think about it. Let's get the Dodge over there, because the Dodge is going to be a very interesting contender for this challenge. We're also going to need to lower the suspension down. That way it's not wanting to wheelie the entire way up the hill. It's also on a crawler kit and not any kind of tow kit. So when you think about it from that standpoint, it might end up being a little bit tricky to keep the front end of this truck on the ground. It's got a lot of torque, but whether or not the suspension dynamics can keep that torque under control remains to be seen. All right, let's make our way up to the top. You are coming with me. Yep, you are. Yep, you're coming with me. Down you goes. Come on. Oh boy, this is gonna be quite the run, I think. All right, y'all, what do we think? Is it gonna walk the GMC or get walked by it? Time to beat is 17 seconds, and let's go. There we go, got it right into high range. Oh my God. Bro, that torque though, that's amazing. And boom, 10. Holy crap. 10 seconds? What? All right. Well, even though the GMC ended up, like, kind of beating out the Dodge in a lot of the previous obstacles, Man, the tow test is where this thing really came through. Now, let me know in the comment section down below which one of these trucks you would want to drive home. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time. Talk to y'all later.